move on to this news, which is Zack Snyder. Something manly,
Something
guys,
manly
for us
for
to
the change,
behold.
yes.
Zack Snyder shares new Ben Affleck Batman Dark Knight image. And this is the image, shadowing it in the mist. Looks awesome. This is his Instagram, of course.
Oh, look, Batman.
That's like a real Batman, if I
Indeed.
ever seen one,
Indeed,
and I
yeah.
have. It's this one.
Yeah.
So, tonight, read a little bit of this article, please.
Zack Snyder has shared another striking image of Ben Affleck as Batman, this time emphasizing the cinematic craftsmanship behind the shot and noting he's the Dark Knight. Posting the black and white image to Instagram, Snyder wrote, "Wide lens, Dark Knight, Leica MD, 28mm f1.7." The photo captures Affleck's Batman emerging through smoke on set, framed with the wide lens that amplifies scale and atmosphere. A visual style Snyder frequently used throughout Batman v Superman and Zack Snyder's Justice League. Snyder's Batman and The Dark Knight Returns. The timing of the post has again fueled speculation about Snyder's future with the character. We've been told that if Netflix does end up acquiring Warner Brothers Discovery, Snyder could finally move forward with a live-action adaptation of The Dark Knight Returns, a project he has long said he wants to make comic accurate. According to our sources, Snyder's preferred Batman for that story remains Ben Affleck, who'd be willing to return under the right circumstances. Paramount outcome could bring full Snyderverse return. Meanwhile, if Paramount ends up winning the battle for Warner Brothers Discovery instead of Netflix, we're told the Snyderverse would be back in full play, not just a standalone Batman project. Our insiders recently filled us in that Zack has new ideas for the Justice League sequels, which would also bring back Henry Cavill as Superman, Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, and Jason Momoa as Aquaman. Snyder's recent wave of DCEU image drops, including Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Flash, Cyborg, Steppenwolf, and now multiple Batman posts, is said to have been part of an effort to gauge fans' response and engagement. So far, the response has been loud. End article.
Yes,
Yeah,
this
indeed.
is this just fuels the fire that we already talked about for like a few months now, and it's just very hopeful and amazing, and it looks like it has a lot of merit. I mean, fast
Yeah.
forward when we started covering this until now, things are just gotten more and more. This was not a one-off. Many pictures were released since then. He just recently also released Amy Adams as Lois
Oh,
Lane
yeah,
as
yeah.
well. And all the actors can get back into shape and whatever. I mean, it's not a problem,
Yeah.
really. So, could happen.
Also, if he wants to do the Dark Knight Returns, Ben Affleck will be okay for that because that's older Batman. He won't be as old as in the comic, but still.
Yeah. Also,
he would fit right in.
there will be no longer the Warner Brothers old executives are going to breathe down Zack and Ben Affleck's neck, demanding how things should be. So they will have totally creative freedom. It seems like if they get under Paramount, maybe even if they get under Netflix, because that's gonna be probably the condition
Yeah.
for Zack to agree to any of this. So we see what's gonna happen. This battle with Paramount and Netflix is just the craziest thing that we've seen from that side
Yeah.
of business. Really, it's
We're
not.
still wondering which will be the better choice, but
Yeah, well, it should be Paramount, but again, they as Tsunami said,
but as Tsunami said,
they agreed to the Star
did
Trek
the Star Trek,
Academy
yeah.
thing. Like
Yeah.
Tsunami, let me know what you think.
No, it's exactly what I already said. There's evil on both ends of this. Former Obama staff members are on the board at Netflix, so we already know the trouble there. So it'll be Black Batman at some point, or Gay Batman, or Black Gay Batman. But on the Paramount side of things too, you've got Starfleet Academy, which is easily that's the wokest shit I've seen in a long time. Like that is crazy amounts of woke. So what's really the good option here? It's unknown. However, there is this behind the scenes battle that's going on between all the major streaming services. They want the IPs, they want to get the monopoly on things. Sooner or later they're going to have to realize, hey, we're alienating at least half for the United States, at least half of the country of the United States by doing this kind of shit. So what's going to win out? I'm hoping that the almighty dollar wins in the end, and they're just like, hey, we just need to make movies again because no one's going to the theater anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely
But-
correct. We'll see what's gonna happen, guys. We are looking at the situation closely, and whoever wins, we're gonna talk about it and just hope for the best. That's the only thing that we can do. But guys, let me know what you think in the comments about this, please. Next news. We just
So,
have 15 more minutes here, right?
yeah.
Yes. Next news. James Gunn DCU Paradise Lost said to be dead. Like, why am I surprised? I'm not surprised. I mean, why I'm not.
Maybe for the better. Maybe for the
I
better.
mean, this is gonna be a total disaster, just like everything that James Gunn thought of, and the way that he thinks about things, the way that he presented at the beginning, he had no idea what he was doing. He decided to bring to life B level, C level, bottom of the barrel literal heroes. He did that with Creature Commandos. It bombed massively to the point where it's released on YouTube for free.
Yeah. Yeah.
A Superman bomb, which was just acknowledged by Netflix CEO, which the woke people cannot deny unless they're even more delusional than usual.
They're still sweating over that.
Yeah, and now this is
Yeah.
not a surprise at all.
No, not at all.
Not a surprise. So, Tsunami, read this. Let's see quickly what's happening here.
In what should again come as no surprise, James Gunn's DCU appears to have quietly killed off another one of its earliest announced projects. According to John Roca, the planned Themyscira series, Paradise Lost, is no longer happening. Recall how I recently said the same and even said that I doubt that Gunn will be doing a DCU Wonder Woman due to the impending sale of WBD. Paradise Lost reportedly shut down. Speaking on his show, Roca said sources informed him that DC Studios had been meeting with writers and taking pitches for Paradise Lost, but those involved were later told the project was dead. Roca emphasized this is not the case of the show being paused or waiting on the right script. Writers and creatives who pitched storylines were reportedly informed that Paradise Lost is no longer in active development and will not move forward as a TV series. Quote, sources are telling me that DC was meeting with writers for Paradise Lost, was taking pitches for Paradise Lost, but they've been informed that the project is dead. Paradise Lost is dead. It will not be happening as a TV show, and not dead in the sense of like, well, they're just going to wait for a script. They're being told, these writers and these people who have pitched storylines for Paradise Lost to be the showrunners or the writers on Paradise Lost, they've been told that this project is now dead. No longer in active development, dead. And that is a massive bit of news because I think a lot of people felt it was a little weird that you were going to do a Themyscira show but not have Wonder Woman in it. That news is significant given that Paradise Lost's position as a cornerstone of DCU's television slate and one of the earliest projects announced by James Gunn. Now joining lots of the other DCU projects, it's apparently not happening. Gunn shifted the Superman family saga. Cancellation lines up with what my insiders have been reporting for some time. Sources previously indicated that Gunn has pivoted his long-term focus away from the overall DCU towards the Superman family saga. The trades back me up. This shift makes a Wonder Woman-centric future in the DCU increasingly unlikely, same with Batman, at least under Gunn's leadership. Insiders also recently informed us that WBD is now sending the message to Gunn to keep quiet to avoid major announcements that later turn into quiet walkbacks. We've also been told Gunn is out as head of the DCU once WBD is sold. End article.
Yay.
Hopefully.
So yeah,
Yeah.
we first of all, again, he doesn't know what he's doing. James
No,
Gunn that is.
no,
Second of
totally.
all, nobody wants to see a Themyscira show without Wonder Woman. Third of all, we already have freaking Smallville. We already have freaking Gotham.
Yeah.
I like
No.
for
Just not.
for goodness sakes, whatever makes these other side characters or places relevant is because of the heroes in the first place. Who
Indeed.
made Gotham what it is? Batman.
Yeah.
Who made freaking Smallville or Metropolis what it is? Superman. Who made Themyscira what that is? It's a Wonder
Yeah.
Woman.
Hell, who made the Mushroom Kingdom what it is? Super Mario.
Yeah.
Jesus, yeah.
Exactly.
So that's it.
I care about the hero. I
Yeah.
don't care about anything else. I care about the hero.
I always thought that people who want to see about the other characters, things about the other characters, like for example, there is a comic book about the GCPD and it's boring, and I say who wants to read that? It's again people who kind of cannot see themselves as the main character, so they want the side characters. You know, they want to see how I want to see how the Gotham GCPD works. Man, it doesn't work. It doesn't work without Batman. That's the same thing here. Themyscira without Wonder Woman. So about who are we going to watch? What is going to happen there? Who cares? Probably he was going to make the Amazon orgy or something like that because he's James Gunn. But again, they were going to put the name Paradise Lost, which is a famous comic book arc with Wonder Woman.
Oh,
So,
shocking news! Shocking news.
So what
There's a
are we
Wonder
doing
Woman
there? You put the name so that you get some people watching it because they say, oh, they're adapting Paradise Lost, and then, oh no, it's not adapting Paradise Lost. We just use the name for that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just dumb. Just give us the heroes.
Yeah. Tsunami, what do you think?
Yeah, no, I think it's a horrible idea. This just opens the door for James Gunn and his perversions and degeneracy to go ahead and come full circle if he was to even do that. We already know we'd be hearing about men bad, lesbians everywhere, orgies, and all kinds of other fucking like retarded bullshit.
Exactly.
It would
where
have
it's gonna
been the Watchmen, not the Watchmen movie, the show that came out about Watchmen afterwards. They would have done the exact same thing. Open Pandora's box to all kinds of fucking leftist Marxist nonsense. And yeah, it would have been shit. So I'm glad to see they're putting this abomination in the proverbial grave.
Perfection.
Also, probably those Amazons were not going to be Amazons as they should be from the comic books, at least because
Yeah.
Gunn is doing that with all of the characters that he's taking. None of
Yeah.
them, not even the least famous of them, are actually what they are in comic books. He can't do that right. He always decides, now I'm going to turn this into an idiot or something like that.
Zack
and,
Snyder
you
did them
know,
amazing.
He did them amazing.
They were all beautiful and
Yeah.
muscular, even still feminine,
Exactly.
badass, kicked ass, did whatever they could.
As they should be, yes,
Yeah.
as they should be. And those Amazons were not going to be the same. It's
exactly.
what he did with the Guardians of the Galaxy too. These are not the Guardians of the Galaxy, guys. Don't behave like that in the comic books. They are not some kind of idiots that like doesn't eat peanuts in the corner there and not being able to understand talk, just normal talk. He doesn't have the comprehension, and haha, that's funny. Okay,
Yeah.
but it's not drugs.
And quick comment about Peacemaker, because I see that Cage said something. Question for you guys. I thought Peacemaker season 1 was pretty great. Season 2 that bad? Well, first of all, again, it's very bad. The first season for us is not that great. Still degenerate. And those are not the characters. Those are totally made up characters.
That's what stopped me. Peacemaker does not behave like that in comic books. Freaking Vigilante who is there is not the idiot
Even
that
the
he made
bird.
there. Even the bird.
Even the
Nobody is as they should be. This is what James Gunn decided. I'm going to transform those characters into.
And season 2, because we don't have time. Season 2 is degeneracy and the most deprived things that you ever seen on screen. I mean, season 1 was kind of like that, but season 2 is taking this to a whole new level. It's not about characters, it's about showing shocking things, full frontal nudity, orgies, and stuff.
Yeah.
And this does not belong in DC. This is a totally different direction, something that you would expect from the boys, but not from DC.
Yeah.
And again, Peacemaker is not like that. So James Gunn once again took all the liberties that have to do with complete wokeness, actual racism, one of the episodes that portrayed America as, I mean, otherworldly America, like from another dimension, is super racist, hates black people, whatever. And then you have the sexual disgusting degeneracy. So this is horrible. And it's like cultist.
Absolutely,
cultist, like what a cultist would do.
Just a quick comment, because he also says, actually, I love the Doom Patrol as well. Doom Patrol, I'll give them one thing. It's what the comic book is. Yes, there is the degeneracy and stuff like that there. They're adapting the particular run of Doom Patrol that made them kind of more famous. That is from Grant Morrison, who I utterly despise. But anyway, I'll give them that. They adapted as it is. So that's the difference here. The characters are like that in the comic book. That's faithful. That's the difference.
Yeah. But what James Gunn is doing is his own degeneracy, inserting himself into things and his own mindset, how he thinks in real life, and the politics that he believes in. He does that always in whatever he does. And when he was working for Marvel, he was tied to the leg because he already had a boss, Kevin Feige, and he didn't allow him to go full on crazy.
Yeah.
But now he's the boss and he's showing his true face in everything that he does. Creature Commanders is the same thing.
Yeah.
So the difference is, again, is that he's not ever portrayed characters or situations on screen that are like in the comic books. He does not use the source material. He uses his own source material and his own twisted mind. And Doom Patrol is a totally different beast that has nothing to do with James Gunn. It is portrayed how it's supposed to be portrayed on screen. End of story. Now, let us know what you think, though, in the comments, of course. And maybe final news for today, guys. Sophie Turner performs on stunts as Lara Croft first on set video shows Tomb Raider action in Surrey? What? Well, anyways, hold on. What the heck? Why is that on my screen? So, I mean, it's great if she performs her own stunts, like we see here. That's great. I mean, kudos to her. That's not actually the point. We are going to just talk about her looks as Lara Croft. Now, I did see, I watched Dr. Disrespect's video on this, and he said that he showed the pictures
Disaster.
of... sorry, yes, yeah.
Yeah, Disaster.
Thank you, Dr. Disaster. And got it. Okay, here it is. Actually, there's a video that's even cooler. Hold on. And he said that his wife knows who Lara Croft is, but when he showed the pictures, she was like, this is Sophie Turner.
Yeah.
She wasn't aware that she is looking at Lara Croft, potentially. So that's the thing. I mean, my mom also knows who Lara Croft is. I can do the same experiment with her and just show Sophie Turner and ask her who is this mom. She doesn't actually know Sophie Turner. So I just can't, guys. I mean, again, we like Sophie Turner as an actress. She's not fitting.
She's just not fitting
the type of Lara at all.
That's it.
Why didn't they dye her hair? Lara Croft is not a red hair / ginger.
Yeah, she performed her own stunts, but she couldn't perform dyeing her hair.
Or perform actually playing Lara Croft.
Yeah. Well, that's the trailer of the Netflix.
That's the abomination that everybody hates. And Lara looks like a guy here. Anyway, so let's check this out up close. So I mean, yeah, this is a parachute scene, whatever, who cares? I mean, the weather is bad. You know, some people say she's supposed to wear her iconic outfit. She has outfits in the games that are for bad weather.
And for the, environment that she's in. So, okay, let's say that this makes sense. Bad weather,
yeah.
She's,
she
going
has
down with a parachute. So.
I mean, she can't wear a super naked outfit, revealing outfit when it's like super cold. It doesn't make any sense in the movie. That's reality.
I mean, Angelina Jolie also had different outfits in that. I remember that underwater suit. She was even on the cover for the movie with that. But again, you see.
But still, you see Lara Croft.
Problem is here that we see Sophie Turner.
Yeah. So whatever costume she's supposed to wear in bad weather should look better than this. And she could have a ponytail. She doesn't have to actually wear the braid. I mean, it's whatever really, because Sophie Turner doesn't look like Lara anyway. So
the braid won't make her Lara anymore. I mean, that's it.
So I mean, yeah, not a fan of whatever this is, and she has a super flat butt, as we expect. That's it, really. What do you think, Tsunami?
I think that this actress, who's fine, I guess, is just not she's not Laura. There's in no way, shape, or form. The red hair is the most glaring thing, aside from the two other things that everyone is thinking. The Solid Snake comparison was hilarious. I probably laughed for like 5 minutes straight when I actually compared a picture of Solid Snake from Metal Gear to this picture, and I was like, oh my god. I think it's really cool that she's trying to put the effort out there for dressing up and like doing stunts and things like that. She just doesn't have. She's not it. She's does not have the it factor whatsoever. I think they should have padded her at least, like Angelina Jolie did.
Yeah, but
Like, she
she
patted
already
her
had
fucking chest.
boobs. I mean, she already had boobs, Angelina Jolie that is, and they padded her to
Right.
like bring her.
Accentuate that.
Yeah, but Sophie Turner has nothing,
She has nothing.
and she
Yeah,
lost
she
all
forgot
of
her
that
boobs. Yeah.
when she decided to
Like,
get ripped for the role.
I'm not even saying that, and I think that I was watching some other videos on this topic, so I'm not going to try and pretend this is like some original thought of my own. Everyone's kind of like talking about this and the goon ability and everything else. I got it. I agree with all that. The real problem is Phoebe Waller-Bridge. That's who's making this show. That's who turned Indiana Jones, like the proud fucking archaeologist, into some drunk piece of shit, divorced, like asshole in the movie. And she's going to go ahead and take all of her fucking feminist nonsense and thrust it into this movie. So, okay, so Sophie Turner, you could have fucking fixed your hair. Okay, Sophie Turner, you could have padded your fucking chest more. Maybe even the butt. Well, like, in the end, what's it matter? Who's writing this? Who's behind this project? We already know what we're going to get. This is going to be a 100% Sex in the City, girl boss type of fucking vibe. And it's going to be horrifying. It's good. I really think this is going to be a train wreck.
Yeah.
I pray. I fingers crossed that I am wrong about this in every way, shape, or form. Um, I don't mind Sophie Turner. I think she's fine. I mean, she's a bit of a whore and an alcoholic, which I kind of applaud and in disgust at the same time. But like, okay, you want to get back on your high horse? You want to do stunts? You want to be a real fucking actor now or actress? Cool. Why don't you work out? Why don't you dye your fucking hair? Why don't you become the fucking character? Not this kind of half-ass attempt at whatever's going on here.
Oh,
But
actually,
like,
I mean, a bit of a correction here. She worked out a lot to the point where she has abs now, but that's not Lara
But
Croft.
that's again not
Lara
Lara,
Croft
yeah.
is
yeah,
sexy.
abs, like that's what we're guiding this on. Laura Croft does gymnastics. Her
Yeah.
thighs
Yeah.
should be way bigger. Her arms should be bigger for the kind of stuff, the pull-ups and everything else that, like, I'm sorry. I'm glad she did jazzercise or whatever the fuck shit she did. I read the interview with her too, and credit to her. I'm giving full credit. She said, "I've never worked out before. I didn't have to work out on Game of Thrones because I was Sansa Stark. It didn't make sense. So this is her first effort at it. That's great, Sophie Turner. I think you could have done a hell of a lot more. Can you fix your fucking hair at the very least? Pad your fucking bra. Like, it's not that fucking hard to do
No.
to start off with. But taking all that aside, I think that my major concern, like everyone else that said it, because I'm plagiarizing, it's Phoebe Waller-Bridge. What she did to Indiana Jones is unforgivable, and I have a feeling it's what's going to happen with Lara Croft here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Indeed. Probably that's going to be it exactly. So
Okay, bottom line, guys, absolutely correct. Real trouble is Phoebe lower her bridge. Oh my gosh. Sophie Turner's casting is just a reflection of that.
nobody wants to lower her
Literally.
bridge.
Yes, probably no one.
Yeah.
And while she did work out for this role like crazy, to the point where again she has abs in which she can grind cheese on. That's how defined they are when I saw the pictures. That's not who Lara Croft is. So first of all, like I said before, she has the body structure of an athletic woman that is not the voluptuous figure that we are used to with Lara Croft. Is not the hourglass shape that Lara should have. She is one of those women that, just like me, she has some muscle, but she still looks like this, and she still has a beautiful butt like peach and whatever. And Sophie
There is
Turner
no butt
is
there. She forgot her butt somewhere.
yeah, well, she's from the athletic type of women that are like straight down almost, barely any difference between the width of her waistline and her butt and her hips. That's how she is. That's her structure. So she's just not suitable for this role physically. And whoever is in charge again of how her character should look on screen, they're the people that should tell Sophie Turner, yes, of course you have to dye your hair, but they
Yeah.
didn't, because the trend that we see for the last more than 10 years now is that actors are no longer portraying the characters on screen, they're portraying themselves. And that's the problem. We see that with Jason Momoa so many times, we see that with The Rock, we see that with other characters. There's so many
Yeah.
actors
Yeah,
that don't want to
exactly.
play the role. They want to insert themselves in the role. That's horrible. That's exactly the opposite of what an actor should be.
They're
Like,
not.
why am I hiring? I just can't. Why am I hiring you? You piece of shit. Play
Exactly.
this role. You have to embody the role. You have to transform for the role. Otherwise, you're not supposed to play
Yeah.
this. There are so many beautiful girls that have the hourglass shape, that are athletic enough, that look like Lara, brown eyes, brown hair, beautiful features in the face. All that. She has a square jaw. She has a square jaw. She doesn't have that triangular shape. She has a square jaw. She's not that type for
She's just
the
not that
time.
type, yeah.
Ridiculous. Okay, I really
Nobody said to Jason Momoa, hey man,
Yeah.
lose the beard and the long hair, dye it blonde, and then you can play Aquaman.
Yeah. At least she could have focused on training for the ass and glutes. I mean, for the legs and glutes, and more on that side. She can create the hips better, and
Yeah.
that is going to focus. Is going to give her some accent on her waistline.
Exactly.
If she develop her back, that's gonna make her waist smaller again. It's exactly what I have.
Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, it looks like what we see there looks like unprofessional cosplay because professional
Yeah.
cosplay actually the person will look like the character.
Yeah, exactly.
This
So-
is just the person decide. Okay, I'm just going to do that.
So look at
yeah.
this. Look at this.
Yeah,
That's
how it's supposed to
That's
look.
how Lara should be. Big boobs, small waist.
And
Triangular
service.
Okay, fan service is necessary this time. So okay, let me do this. Okay, it's this.
Wake up. Stop listening to chat and fucking go look at the screen right now, you pervs.
I mean, that is it.
Most of the person here.
That's literally Lara Croft's physique. That's it. Here it is. I have it.
Sophie
right
Turner
now.
Thomas.
doesn't have this,
Okay, now we have to go.
yeah, now we have to.
With that fan service and proving my point, we have to go.
Yeah.
Also, you know,
There's
you
lots
can
of points now.
you can have muscle and not look like a guy. Also, so I have everything. I just don't look. I also don't look like Lara, but at least I have the body.
Yeah, at least that, yeah.
And the butt. Also, you can't see that, but I have it. I train for it a lot. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. See you at the evening or whatever possible. And yeah, we really gotta go. Tsunami, thank you so much. We covered the most news that we ever did on the stream. Literally.
Tight stream.
Thank you, guys. Love ya. Until next time with me, the 40K Empress, Logan, and Tsunami. Bye-bye.
See you guys.
The 40K Empress leads the way as warriors of the imperium sway into realms where dangers play, where hidden minds hold sway. Through stars and storms we rise, under her watchful eyes, with faith and fire will prevail, for the imperium must not fail. For the imperium we prevail. Beneath the grand cathedral spires, plots twist like smoldering fires, but with her blade of pure desire, she claims the stars entire. Through stars and storms we rise, under her watchful eyes, with faith and fire will prevail, for the imperium must not fail. For the imperium we prevail. Through storms wars and battle cries. Her banners pierce the darkened skies. With bolter hymns the traitor dies. As loyal warriors arise, saints and psychers bend the flame. Every world speaks her name. The Empress rules without shame. As war she does reclaim. Through stars and storms we rise, under her watchful eyes. With faith and fire we'll prevail, for the imperium must not fail. The imperium we prevail. The warriors march with sacred might, their purpose burning crystal bright, to lift the throne world from its plight and guard humanity's light.